Hello YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. Haven't really given it a special name or anything, but I'm back again with the Wingun 708S, and I have some interesting news. She has now been charged for 15 days. That is, gas charge 15 days all the way through, not removing the cylinder. I shot it several times also. I've dropped it in boiling water. I've submerged it in the swimming pool outside, chlorinated water. I've submerged it in the dirt, in the sand. I've buried it for 2 days, taken it out. No oil, nothing of that sort. I got this cleaned out. You can see it's a little dirty in there still, but there's a little grime in there. There's a little bit of dirt left in the cylinder. You can see it needs to be cleaned out, but for the most part, it's cleaned up. But when I pulled it out of the dirt, what I was most amazed to hear it do is this. That's full power. It lost, as far as I can tell, zero pressure, or close to. It's immeasurable to me that the pistol still is fully functional. So, seeing as I had it buried, loaded, the reason why I had it loaded was so that dirt wouldn't get into the gas cylinder, because I really didn't want it to get into the grommets or anything. So I left it loaded, and it shot all 6 BBs. And I loaded it back up, and it shot 6 more, and it's still firing. It'll keep firing. It's not having problems. It's incredibly durable. The only thing I've managed to do, and this is when I tried my very hardest to destroy this thing, what I did was I threw it off my roof onto my driveway. It did, if I can find it, there it is. If you look closely, you may not be able to see it on the YouTube video, but right there is a tiny scuff on the cylinder, which you probably can't even see. But you can't see it when the pistol is closed up. That's what matters, is that this is really stainless steel. It really is durable. I own WeTechs, several of them, KJWs, KWAs, let's see, Tokyo Maruis, let's see, Deep Fire. I've got my M56A, that's, let's see, Double Eagle. I've got a Panther Arms, slash, what is it? This guy here is an Aftermath M4 AEG. Several other Cybergun CO2s, green gases. I have to say, out of the box, this is without question the most reliable and dependable airsoft gun I've ever used. I know it's only 15 days in, but I've put it through at least a year's worth of torment. And the fact that it's still shiny after being cleaned up. I mean, you can see down the, let me give you a view down the muzzle here. Get some light through it. Maybe. Oh, well. So either I blind myself, either way. It's clean. It's been swabbed. It's been checked. The pistol's functioning exactly as it should. I've tried to destroy it. I've tried, albeit I didn't want to scuff the finish too much, so I took a mallet and my mouse pad here, Mr. Mouse Pad. It's not really what I call it, but there it is. And hit it several times. And now I need a new mouse pad. I've come to the conclusion that the only thing that's going to stop this is when it runs out of gas. So, having said that, the Wingun 708 and 708S, in this case the 708S, is sincerely one of the best airsoft guns I've ever owned. Now, having said that, the WeTech 19E11 series is great when it's fully upgraded. I mean, fully upgraded to the point where it's steel internals, aluminum garter slide, steel outer barrel, precision inner barrel, high impact polymer nozzle. All this stuff has to be upgraded. Recoil springs to 160%, hammer springs to 160%. What did I have to do with this? I cut off the muzzle to make it look more like a firearm, and that's it. I modified it cosmetically. I made no mechanical changes to this pistol, and it's still working. I've abused it. I put it in the heat. I left it in my glove box. I put it in my freezer. I have put this thing through hell. I have let it sit in boiling temperatures, as I said. I've let it sit in freezing temperatures, back and forth, to try and make something fail. The only thing I haven't done is wipe it down with a petroleum-based oil, like a distillant of some kind. That will destroy the seals. I know that will erode rubber. So avoiding that, I can safely say that this will work. It also fires underwater. If you put it underwater, it will fire. The BB will come out the muzzle. It won't do much. If you shoot it from 6 inches under the water, the BB might float to the surface, but it'll discharge. But just like a revolver, it won't jam. And one other thing that I found, this is wholeheartedly not a skirmish pistol. In my prior video, I've said, yeah, you can skirmish with this in certain areas. Bonita Airsoft is not pleased with this. Not because of how it looks, but because of how it feels. We follow a 10-foot rule. Now, the range from this range with this is about 25 feet. That's a snub-nose range, realistic range. Thing is, shooting somebody from 25 feet hurts like the dickens. It really does. This is quite possibly one of the most terrifying airsoft pistols, and when it's fully charged, I'm afraid of it. I really am. It was able to go through a cardboard box, all the paper inside, the other side of the cardboard box, through a t-shirt, through another cardboard box, through more, newspaper that's in there, out the back of that, ricochet off the metal chair in my corner and embed itself in my drywall. Clean through. That should give you an idea as to how much power this is. Now, that was with .25 gram BBs. This is a target pistol. I don't recommend pointing this at anyone. I don't recommend shooting anyone with this. Not unless you're trying to deter them or something of that sort. Because this, first of all, it doesn't look like a toy at all. Second, it doesn't sound like a toy. And third, it doesn't feel like a toy. Getting hit with this, for a brief moment yet, I haven't been shot with a firearm. But I think this is probably one of the most painful things I've been hit with. And I've been hit with a pellet gun with a 1200 FPS of velocity from about 100 feet back. That was a Crossman or something of that sort. This thing from 25 feet hurts. It really hurts. So if you're thinking about taking this to a skirmish, or even worse, if you have the 4 or 6 inch or even the 8 inch barrel version of this, don't take it to your airsoft skirmish. It's a way to lose friends real quick. Unless, of course, they're on your side, in which case everyone loves you. Anyway, I guess I'm going to upload this here. I'm learning how to end videos, so, and